Octavio's puppet show's about to start at any minute. So grab your friends and call your parents, 'cause one thing is for certain: turn that frown upside down. You don't need that where we're going, 'cause we'll be playing games all day and talk until the morning.
Let me tell you a short story about our lovely host today.
He once was very lonely and played puppets every day.
They gathered around a silent crowd. They knew not what to say.
But since you're here, it's very clear those days have gone away. Octavio's puppet show's about to start at any minute.
Hey, hey! Stage is set, the lights are out. He'll be here in a moment.
Hey, hey!
Turn that frown upside down. You don't need that where we're going.
Hey, hey! Welcome to the greatest puppet show in all the planet. Octavio's puppet show. Hey, hey! Octavio's puppet show. Hey, hey! Octavio's puppet show.
Octavio.
Octavio's puppet show.
Bruh, seriously, what is that letter that Gerard made? What is that letter? Captions are again behind. There we go. Captions, stop being behind. There we go. Captions. Help! Is there a better place to put you? Over here? Maybe? Over there? Then over here. Oh, here seems good. No, over here. Here's fine. But hello, everybody. It is I, the opulent, autotonic, operatic puppeteer from Bounty Hunter Unit ARMIS of HOLOSTARS English. My name starts with an O and ends with an O. Ow. My name is Octavio. Hello. Hi. And welcome to Starshipping live after dark. I was about to say after party, but after dark is much spicier. But hello, welcome, hi. Wow, right? What a cool thing that happened yesterday, huh? What a great thing. Super Starship? No, that's a sequel. It's like a Super Nintendo. Super Famicom. That's a sequel. Super Starshipping. Already made the sequel. Super Starshipping. Felt like a fever dream, yeah. It felt like a weird, long, tiring dream where you're not really sure what you achieved at the end of it. But hello. Hope everybody's doing good. I wasn't able to do the stream yesterday because I had to go outside. I really was expecting the show to just be 1 hour, just 1 hour, and it wasn't 1 hour. It was more than an hour. Wait, the mic is crunchy right now. Let me see. Could there be anything going on? Could Windows have changed the volume again? There's a big possibility Windows changed the volume again. No, they didn't. No, it didn't. It did not. But let me check the properties. Nope. It's all the same. It's crunchy for you too. How crunchy is it to people? Is it crunchy for 2 people? Am I getting one guide? I might be getting one guide. Yep. I might be getting one guide. God damn it. I got one guide. But hello, yeah. But today we're gonna be talking a little bit about, you know, the star shipping that happened. Honestly, this is just a little debrief. You know, just a little debrief. We're gonna be debriefing some boys as to what happened, and because I spent a lot of time doing the overlays and the graphics and stuff. God, look, if you look at my document here, I have a document, HOLOSTARS Best Couple. I conceptualized this around January. Remember when I talked before at the start of the year about always hitting special events, doing big events here and there. Like if there's a Valentine's Day event, then we do a Valentine's Day event thing. White Day, a White Day event, then birthday. We're gonna hit all of it because that's, you know, the least we should do for this year, right? And so this was supposed to be Valentine, so I had this ready around January, but it wasn't super complete in January. Then February happened and I wasn't able to fully complete it. And then the whole concept basically became complete around 1 week before the stream. And one thing I have to note is that Jellimane helped me a lot with the conceptualization, because I'm gonna tell you right now what this show was initially gonna be like, okay? The initial concept of the show was supposed to run from Valentine's Day to White Day, or something similar, almost something similar. So it was it basically just came from the idea of a wedding couple game where 1 month kinda I'll say later. Well, that would have been so long. Yes, it'll be so different. So it just started from the idea of having a couple game where people would, you know, answer similar answers, and people who get the similar answers would have points. But then when I was thinking about it, it's like, that's not enough for a stream, I think, if it's just that, right? And I wanted it to be a big event to cover Valentine's Day and White Day, kinda. So the initial concept was, you know, this game that we just made here, but the whole thing was actually inspired by Big Brother. Yes, Big Brother was my inspiration for this game. So I'm sure if you watched it, I'm sure if people know about South Elysian Big Brother, right? There are shades of it during the show. There are shades of it. You know, there's like, and the winner is, and then they play a music clip that's like, dung, dung, doo, 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 right? And then, this team is the winner! You know, we got stuff like that. The voting system via Holo Plus was kind of like Big Brother, where it's a popularity contest, basically, right? Voting is now officially closed. Exactly. There's the countdowns, right? And it was the way it was supposed to go was the couples would play the game, and then whoever won the game got the most points, so to speak. And the one with the most points would have, let's say, 1,000 votes added to their vote counter. And then after the game, that's when voting will start on Holo Plus. So voting was supposed to start after the game itself, after the stream, and was supposed to happen for 1 week. So you'd be voting in the background for 1 week. And then the week after, I would have the big night. I would have a separate stream called the Big Night, or something similar to the Big Night, which is basically a stream of us reviewing clips and funny moments from the stream itself, and then having the boys record like a plea, the final plea. They're gonna have to record the final plea as to why you need to vote for them, and then we do the countdown and everything. And then we announce the winner, and, you know, that stuff. So it was supposed to happen after a week, right? But then it was vetoed by Jellimane. and the Manisans because they couldn't see my vision. Because they couldn't see how groundbreaking my vision was. They couldn't see me eye to eye. They couldn't see how bombastic that was gonna be. No, no, no. They presented a good argument because there's gonna be some confusion, right? The audience isn't used to that kind of thing, right? The audience is more used to like a stream having a beginning and an ending, and that's it, right? And also, you might forget about what happened in 1 week. You're like, what happened? Wait, there was a stream? Wait, what's this big night about, right? You might forget. Especially since nothing like that has been done before in this space. And you need to take things like little by little, right? For South Elysian Big Brother, that thing has been running for like 20 years. Everybody already knows how it works. So that thing is solved. I remember quite well when Big Brother first released, like in the first season, people were kind of confused. What? Is there a script to this? Do they have a script? What's going on? We can watch them 24/7? But now everybody understands how it works. So if I were to do that, something would get lost in translation in between streams. And you might get a bunch of people in the first stream, and then during the big night, people would be confused and like, wait, I was supposed to watch that? That was supposed to be part of the first stream? Yeah? Yeah. So that was part 2 of the event. To determine the winners, we have a big night one week later. And then, on White Day itself, I premiere the first concept of the song that I'll be making for the winners. Okay? But all of that is now condensed into one stream. And I think it's all the better for it, Just one short and sweet stream to just get everything done. And I think we were able to pace it pretty well-ish. That, it was a nice stream altogether. Would have been like RP District V? Not really. It's just 2 streams. You just have to vote in between. And then the idea was also that hopefully you guys would campaign for your boys as much as you want, right? You'd make like campaign publication materials. You'd promote it and do whatever bullcrap you want to do, right? And then every day I'd be posting the percentages of votes, right? Without saying which team had the votes. So, Team 1 is leading with 37% of the votes. That's on Monday. Then suddenly on Thursday, it's now Team 2 that is leading with 27% of the votes. 57% of the votes. Every vote counts. That's what I was planning on doing. But unfortunately, it was too innovative. It was too innovative for this world. So yeah, we'll get him next time. We would have ended in war. Maybe this was for the best. You're right. But yeah, we're gonna go over what happened during that stream, and also some behind the scenes. If you could see my document, I have like 14 pages of notes for the show, including the aesthetic direction, what kind of vibe I'm going for, even like I even have like the color codes. The color codes for the magenta and kind of yellow greenish color. I have color codes mapped out and stuff. But let's catch up first with any super chats and memberships. Memberships and TikTok. Thanks also with the sock puppet. Thank you. JDR Durgs, thanks so much for the sock puppet as well. Thank you. Mag Clown, thank you for the sock puppet. Thank you. Tofu Bunny Cat, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. Morning Dew! We sailed those ships safely Thank you, Captain. You're welcome. Aye, aye. Aye, aye, crewmate. Aye, aye, crewman. I'm glad you enjoyed the ships. I'm glad you enjoyed the ship sailing. Thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for the 18 months. No, it's not. No, I wasn't supposed to highlight that. This Brand Flakes TM. Thanks so much, Sock Puppet. Thank you. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Cosmic Cottery, thank you so much for the 20 months. Thank you. And Dijvo, thanks so much for the sock puppet. Thank you. You enjoyed the whole production. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into it. So yeah, it started basically as me determining the colors of the thing, and also me making the logo. I just basically found the heart with the star logo on Free Pick, and then found like some cool fonts and stuff on Google Fonts, and then just slapped them together with the aesthetic direction that I wanted, and made a logo out of it, which I think was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Daniel Lim 0218, happy to be here. Love Opalite Tavi version. Yes, everybody, stream Opalite. And remember, Cold Blue, the love song I made for Gavis Battle, is releasing on March 15. Okay? It's releasing on March 15. And for members, for T4 members, you'll be able to see it tomorrow. Early. You'll be able to see it early tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a red carpet premiere where we'll talk about the song itself, some behind the scenes. I'm also gonna show off the stems and stuff. It's gonna be a whole red carpet premiere event. So if you're interested in that, T4 members have this perk where they see the early access to things, early videos and stuff. So that's pretty cool if you're interested in that. It's gonna be like a little event, and I'm gonna be doing that for all my releases from now on. That was like a super big brain thought from me, you know? Instead of just having early access, let's make it an event. Hey, Clefarina, thank you for upgrading to Blow Puppet. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. And also, Bobby Gator, thank you so much. Blow Puppet, thank you. Off topic, do you have any lore videos about yourself? Yes, I do. There is a lore document somewhere made by one of the puppets, Debosi, by Debosi Tellers, which is a 500-page document of my lore. Cool. So you can go check that out. And for my, I also have lore voice packs. I just have 2 at the moment. But is it just 2? I'm not sure if 2 or like 3. I don't know. I have 2 at the moment, and they're locked in T4 as well because they feature original music as well. They come with original music. It's not just a voice pack. It also comes with an original score, original song, and that's like what I'm making in terms of voice packs and stuff, lore voice packs. But at the beginning of the year, I introduced the plan of also doing T3 like voice packs with your scripts that you made. So if you have any script that you made, let's do a little stream again and find a script to choose and to voice act, and then I'm gonna basically produce it with sound effects and everything. Yeah. So the voice packs that I make are not just voice packs. They're not just voice and nothing else. They have sound effects, they have mixing, mastering, and of course original music as well that I made. It's not just downloaded BGMs from Dova Syndrome. I compose them as well. So cool. So we got that going for us. Now the game itself, 14 pages. 14 pages, and also I think one of the coolest things I introduced here, just to keep things fun, was the wild card mechanic, the Cupid's arrow. But the Cupid's arrow was really supposed to be like, there was a game, and there was gonna be like one Cupid's arrow, one red super chat, just one red super chat, and so which would give one team an advantage over the others. But what happened was there was like 20 to 30 super chats. And I was like, 20 to 30 like red super chats. We can't do them all because first off, I don't have enough questions prepared. I don't have enough extra questions prepared. And second of all, the stream would last like 6 hours and everybody would not be having a fun time after 6 hours of that. So that was a cool mechanic that we introduced, right? And all of these little mechanics of, especially with the, because I didn't really want, because I was sure people would like super chat. So people would super chat and be like, I'm voting for this guy, I'm voting for that guy, right? I was sure that was gonna happen, even if it's a bunch of blues, greens, or whatever, not really like the reds. So I was like, you know, if people are gonna super chat here and there, then might as well have those super chats count for something, right? So we balanced, Jellymane balanced a lot of this. Jellymane balanced the numbers, actually. I just gave him whatever numbers, then Jellymane went in there and made a freaking spreadsheet of everything and did a bunch of tests with different scores and stuff, and he basically made an algorithm that ensures that the points will be close with each other and reduce the chances of big landslides, both in the game and also by considering the Holo Plus points as well as the super chats. But really, the only thing that would really cause a landslide is if someone crazy gave like 100 blue super chats. That was the only possibility of having like an insane landslide of things. Because in the game itself, blue super chats until magenta all just cost 5. All just amount to 5 votes. 5 points. Votes, right? So, if someone who would have given a magenta super chat was crazy enough, they'd split their magenta super chat into thousands of blue super chats. Could have been possible, but nobody really did that, right? I don't think so. But still, you know, the votes and everything were crazy. I saw the final tally of points, and they were really high. They were really high, guys. They were really high. Remember, their points in the game were 230. You know, 230, 130, and 230. The end tally of votes was, the highest was almost 2,000. It was almost 2,000 at the end. Yep. Insane. For each. You know, they were under 2,000 for each. So, first off, there were a bunch of Holo Plus votes. The Holo Plus votes were basically, there's a pool of votes, and then whatever percentage they get a percentage of these pool of votes. That's how the Holo Plus count works, you know? So it's not like in Holo Plus you get 10,000 votes, you add 10,000 points to their score. It's more like Team A got 50% of the votes, so with a pool of votes of 2,000 votes, they get 1,000 additional votes to their account, you know? Something like that. But Jellymane figured all of that, and whatever score he gave me is what I reported, and whatever math he did, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. But after the game, he gave me like a screenshot of the spreadsheet that he used just for transparency, right? And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't care. I don't care. Game is over. So yeah. So yeah, with the team formation, with the formation of the teams, I really didn't expect these pairings. I don't really know what I expected. Did you guys have any like expected pairings that would happen? I'm sure a bunch of you have your favorite pairings that you wish would happen, but I feel like there is a lot of Battle Haka fans, right? I'm sure there's also a lot of Battle Haka fans. I wasn't sure if there was a lot of Gerard Shinri fans. I also wasn't sure if there were a lot of Ruse Altair fans. I can't wish Flay and Goldie. Yeah, I invited all the boys, but I did see that they had streams at the same time. So, but I did invite them all. But honestly, if all of the boys would have joined, that would have been a big problem for me. Because there are 10 of us. That means one person wouldn't have a partner. So honestly, it all worked out for the better. It all worked out for the better. That it was just 7 of us. So I wouldn't have a hard time figuring out what to do with that one other member without a partner. You know? If there wasn't before, there are now. Megalodon and Crimson Blues, very rare. Yeah, I feel like they are rare, quote-unquote, ships. You know? The rare pairs make it interesting. Jester Sis, I recall being common. It's funny that there are rare ships. But yeah. But I'm happy that people, you know, saw the cool dynamics between the two couples. One of the things I was worried about was that one thing I was thinking about was rotating the couples, but I was like, how does that work? You know, just so everybody gets a turn. But I don't think that'll work in a game format. At least I couldn't like extract the brain power out of my brain to make it work, right? Pause. But who knows? Maybe in superstar shipping, right? But yeah, we formed the teams via just asking a few questions. What's funny is that I have a few questions prepared here. It started pretty general, and I was kind of scared that we wouldn't get similar questions, similar answers. So I had here, what is your favorite color? Then we got, what is your favorite genre of music? What is your favorite body part, right? And then at one point, what is your favorite sport? Because I knew these guys didn't know anything about sports, so they're gonna be answering something like, I don't know, basketball and soccer, and just that, or baseball or something, you know? They know nothing about sports, so they're just gonna be adding anything. And then if that fails, what is your favorite day of the week? You know? That's still a big problem because that's 7 choices. And then my last question here is, what is your favorite time from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.? So it's 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12 p.m. You have only 3 choices. What is your favorite time? That was the final choice, if it ended with that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Surely we'll be able to make teams out of that. Oddly specific. Okay. Then we moved on to the would you rather questions. I wish I could show you like my setup for the scenes actually. But what I basically did was really I just went into Photoshop and made so many different scenes. I had like a bunch of scenes, made the graphics and everything. And 1 hour before the stream, I had them come in to the VC, and I had multiple instances of our app open, just so I could like duplicate them and put them behind, you know, the boxes and stuff. Now, that was that was a great idea because it'll be super cool to have all our models moving in the boxes and stuff and not have them just be Fugies, right? But because I had like 10 scenes, I had to place all of them all over the scene 10 times. So that's 7 people putting all over the scene in different places 10 times. That was 1 hour before the stream. And they were all talking with each other. And they were all, you know, having fun and stuff. And I was there quiet because I was like clicking. I was click. Do it really fast, I need to figure this out in 1 hour. It takes a lot of time to fix all the scenes. And sometimes things would just be broken and weird. And what even happened was when I already placed all of them in a scene, I realized that Bettel wasn't there. Then Bettel joined the last. And then in our app, there wasn't space for Bettel anymore. So we had to like make ourselves smaller to include Bettel on the side. And now I had to do it all over again. You know, because the because the sizes were all wrong. Now, so I did that in the beginning of the stream, and I told him before we started the stream, I was like, guys, I'm gonna be honest, my brain is still in OBS overlay setting mode. Starting this stream now, it's gonna take a while for me to calibrate my brain to get into hosting gaming mode. And I'm just gonna be honest, okay? Throughout the whole game, I couldn't really understand most of what they're saying. I couldn't really understand anything that they were talking about. Because the whole time, I was looking at my OBS scenes. I was making sure things would happen next to each other. I keep playing the music here and there. They were saying jokes. I don't know if you noticed, but they were saying jokes. It could be just the mildest joke ever. And I would be like, then click on OBS. Funny. Make sure the music plays. Make sure the overlay moves. And they say something like, oh, wow. And then next scene, you know. I couldn't hear what they were saying. I couldn't hear their jokes. So I would love to actually watch the stream again and see what happened. But what's cool is that Jelly Mane was doing all the other stuff. Jelly Mane was keeping track of the scores, was keeping track of the super chats, and keeping track of the polls and everything. It was doing a lot. We both were doing a lot. And what's fun is that also the other manes were there as well. And they were checking the audio. They were giving feedback on the... this guy, Shinri is low, they say. Oh, audio is all good, they say, you know. All the other manes as well, not just Jelly Mane. So in a way, it kind of became a whole HOLOSTARS-EN thing-ish event. So, pretty cool. Now, what's funny is that before the start of the stream, when everyone was already in the room, the Holo app room that we have, it was lagging so bad. It was like 20 FPS or something. And I was like, oh, what? Can my PC not handle 7 people? 7 VTubers all at the same time? Can it not handle that? And then 5 minutes before the stream started, I realized that I had DaVinci Resolve open in the background because I was editing clips in the early morning as well. Oh, I was editing the little intro of Nicki Minaj with Starships Were Meant to Fly, you know, and the countdowns. I was editing those. And so I was like, bro, my PC's chugging. What's going on? And good thing I figured that out. Then I closed DaVinci Resolve and everything was fine. So yeah. So we did the would you rather questions. You know, this is the whole like beginning of the whole game, like the beginning of the concept of the game. And I guess I can't bring up the boys' answers right now because they did it in their paint screens. But we can answer some here. Like, Would you rather have your crush be able to read your mind or have access to your internet history? Like, for me, I'd rather them be able to read my mind. Because, you know, if they're able to read your mind, you can train your mind to just think in the moment. You can just have your mind think in the moment, right? They'll never be able to find out your past if they're only able to read your mind in the present, you know? And that's less information than having access to your internet history. Yeah, you can't think too much. I only think of one thing at a time. You know? You'd get scared and think of something horrible too. True. That is true. That's true as well. Leopard Max, thanks so much for the raid on Twitch. Thank you. And also Kite Vana, thank you for 15 months. You got that intuition when to react. Yes. I was just reacting. I think they said a funny joke. What do you have to hide? I don't even know. I'm sure that my internet history, you know, there could even be like misunderstandings with my internet history. You know? Remember way back when you click a link and it's just a bunch of like spam websites and stuff? You know, what if they see that and they're like, oh, you searched for this? It's like, no, that was a spam. That was like a spam thing and you don't even remember it, you know? Yeah. Artists have weird search history. You know, when I was trying to learn art in the beginning of this year, which got stopped because of, you know, events, right? I swear to God, there were some posing websites that showed up on my search. And even on Twitter, people who post like poses of naked people, right? For you to practice your art. You know, what if there's a misunderstanding there? You explain it. No, it's because I'm an artist. It's because I'm an artist and stuff. I need to look at pictures of naked people. Like, no, you're not my crush anymore, right? Oh, the very interesting one here is vow of celibacy or a vow of silence. A vow of celibacy or a vow of silence? All the boys chose the vow of celibacy? Okay. Two of them didn't even know what it meant? Bettel and Gerard? Okay. What would I choose? Of course I choose vow of celibacy. Right? I'm an idol. There's nothing else. I mean, I choose both. Honestly. Right? Because here's the thing. I already have a vow of celibacy. We all already have a vow of celibacy. We don't need to choose it. Right? We don't need to choose it anymore. So therefore, by us choosing vow of silence, that means we get two things instead of just one. We get two vows instead of one. Right? So you make more, you get more out of it. So you get two things, two vows. Cool. Because we're idols. You know, idols don't celebrate. Idols definitely don't celebrate for Let's move on. Your partner be completely unreadable and mysterious, or so emotionally available they cry at every nice thing you do. This was a very hard one. Good thing I was able to find these questions on the internet. There's like a whole website with like 200 plus questions that you can get. 200 plus questions. I just copy pasted them. Cool. I don't know. This one's difficult because, you know, if they cry at every nice thing you do, eventually it becomes like annoying, right? It becomes like, oh God, I just gave you a cup of water. You don't need to cry. I think I choose unreadable and mysterious. Honestly. Because the challenge is in breaking that down, right? The challenge is in breaking down the mystery, right? It's in the chase. The fun is in the chase. And once you break down the mystery, once they let you in, right? Then you know that you're the only one that's in and no one else. Yeah. I don't want someone who will just cry at, like, I open the door for them and they're like, oh, you're so kind. Oh, you're so kind. None of that. Would you rather a date go catastrophically wrong but makes the best story, or a perfect date and nobody believes actually happened? Of course, it's all about content. It's all about content. Can't believe Gerard answered the perfect date nobody believes happened. I don't believe it, not a single time. I don't believe it. Not a single word out of that boy's mouth. Bro is gonna make a charity stream out of it, if he could. Out of his date. It's content. It's content. What else is here? Would you rather spend an evening with Gold Bullet or Flayon? Now, this was funny. This was funny. I honestly did not even think about what they were thinking at that time. They were like, oh, that's so evil. That's so evil. Why would you ask that, Octavio? I didn't even think about it that way. All I really thought about was include the people that weren't there at the moment. That was all I thought about. Just include the people that were there at the moment, that weren't there at the moment. I wasn't able to include Axel because this was already the question. Interesting that they all chose Flayon. Now, what does that mean, right? I think they all like Flayon shorts. I think they just all like Flayon shorts. And they gave themselves away with this question. Axel wasn't even an option. I like how they said they chose Flayon because they're scared. You know, like they have to choose Flayon. You know, it's what happens to the poor Makiruns on Twitter, right? Even if they want to get away, they have to choose Flayon, or else Flayon will be in their tweets replies, right? Yeah, exactly. So I understand. Find true love or find the thing in life you're best at. I think this is pretty easy, right? I think all of the boys also answer this. Like, find the thing in life you're best at. Because what if the thing you're best at is love? That's what Haka said. What if the thing you're best at is giving love? Maybe you have so much love to give, right? I don't know. I think just as an individual, I think the more fulfilling one is finding that thing in life you're best at, right? Because finding true love, it's not any sort of guarantee. You just found true love. That's it. You just found it. You know? But like I have this thought that love is not enough. You know? You find love, but you're kind of expecting also a long-term relationship. You're expecting them to get married to them and stuff like that and whatever, and have a good relationship until the end. But true love is not enough. There's so many things to work at to make that love work until the end. You know? But if you find the thing you're best at, then that takes a lot of the stress out of the occasion. Because through our lives, we always ask the question, like, what is our purpose in life? What am I good at? What am I supposed to do? What am I best at? Where do I place myself in this life? If you find that, then that's like, that takes a big load off your mind, because whoa, you found where you're supposed to be. Of course, finding true love is good, but for these two options, the find the thing in life you're best at is just weightier, because this find true love still requires a bunch of work to make happen. Meanwhile, if you find the thing in life you're best at, then you're pretty much set. You can get make a job out of that. Maybe. Better you know yourself, the better you could develop a raid. Wait, did we have a raid? We had a raid, right? How do I view raids on YouTube? Mizma, VNU, hey, thanks so much for the raid, Mizma, thank you. Mizma, VNU, thank you so much. God, I wish I could have played. Did Mizma play in District V? Wish I could have joined and saw what new characters. Like I know DK joined District V. I wonder. I still don't know what their character was. Their new character was. I would have loved to know what they did for this one, District V. Fall in love multiple times or fall in love with one person forever? I think my answer is pretty easy. Fall in love with one person forever. You know why? I don't like wasting time. Wasting time. I was Pim from Smiling Friends, and she was Mr. Frog. I see. Exactly. See? Don't like wasting time. I mean, it's not truly a waste if you love them, right? But find that one person at friggin' 12 years old. You're both 12 years old together. And then imagine finding them, and then that's your person forever. And then when you die at like the age of 90, then you've spent 90 minus 12, 78. Then you've spent 78 years with the one you love, right? That's great. What's this? Isira Hikari? What if you're heartbroken with that person, though? You can't love someone else then. True. That's true too. But, for example, if you love one person and then it just turns out to be bad and awful, right? And then you break up and that's it. Then that's it! Time to find a job! Time to find a job. Not do it all over again. That's when the vow happens, yeah. Job jump scare. Now I don't have to waste time on love anymore. So yeah, cool. So those were the questions. I actually have more questions here, like bikini wax or all natural. I don't even know. I don't even know. I kind of want to have a really expensive bikini wax. I kind of want to experience a really expensive bikini wax. Could be cool. I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. Go for it. Yeah. Oh, not the help. No, not the help. Bunoy Snooday, thank you so much for the sock puppet. Thank you. Have any of you here had a bikini wax? Isn't it like one of those things where you feel pampered? Isn't it? Does it feel like you feel pampered if you have like a bikini wax, or is it just awful the whole time? Oh no? No? It's not one of those self-care moments where you're like, oh, I'm into self-care. I'm gonna get a bikini wax. They said it hurts. Oh, so it really is just like pain. It's really tiis ganda. It's just tiis ganda. Oh, really? It's waxing? I don't know. Why do you do it then if it's pain? Panda Rookie, thanks so much for the okay. Orange. The orange okay. Thank you. Why are you just saying okay? What's going on? Okay. Panda Rookie, where are your words? They're gone. Where are your words? Where are your Gen Z words, Panda Rookie? Your super chat doesn't feel complete without the Gen Z words that you say. Because it's so smooth after. Right, so it's kind of self-care, you know, because once it's painful to do it, but afterwards you're like, I did something for myself. I did something good for myself. You reach here, then you're yes, smooth like a baby, like a baby's bald head. You know. Ooh, it's so smooth. Cool. So see, there is a reason for you to do it, and it is kind of like, you know, I love myself kind of reasons. Give up showering for a year, or give up internet for a year. No, I'd never give up internet for a year. Never. 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 I'm broken like that. I'd rather not shower for a year than give up internet for a year. I doubt any of you would give up internet for a year. Not a single one of you. No matter what you say, I don't believe you. If you had a choice between giving up internet or giving up showers, you will give up the shower. Stinky influencers, let's go. You give up. You just give up in general. Other questions here. Oh, this was a good one. Have a pause button or rewind button on life? What would you answer, Octoposse? Would you rather pause life or rewind life? So if you rewind, you can just change your choices. You can change your choices. But if you pause, that means you can think about your choices before they happen, and you can get extra work done. Pause so I can have a better comeback. True, a better comeback. Pause just to take a minute. Rewind, by the way. Rewind from birth? No. Would I rewind from birth? No way. There's too much stressful things that have happened. I don't want to go back. Pause does sound nice. Right? Pause sounds great, actually. Pause life so I can nap whenever. True. So, I wonder, how does it work? If you pause life, does that mean your personal time still goes? So if you pause for a year, does that mean you're actually like, you aged a year? Or probably not. It's a complete pause. It should be a complete pause. So technically, you can live forever. But it's paused. Rewind and buy Bitcoin! Smart. Buy Bitcoin in like 2002 or something. Does that pause you as well? Do you also get paused? What's the point? What's the point? If you all get paused, you're like, I can't sleep like this. If you pause while you're sleeping, then you're dead. You know, I'd pause and go steal money from a bank. Yep. I'd pause and go to the nearest data blitz and get all their money and all their games. Easy. Pause is much better. Would oxygen also be paused? You need to keep moving throughout the world to keep getting all the oxygen. To breathe it in. Otherwise, if you breathe in the oxygen and don't move, then you're left in a pocket of no oxygen. And you die. So you need to keep moving. They might still get you for that? I don't think so. How? So if I pause everything and then I walk for like 3 days going to the city. Going to the city far away from me. Steal all the games and money. And then walk 3 days back again. You know, you walk to the end of your country and get all the money from a data blitz there, from a GameStop over there. And then walk over to the other side of the country again, back where you live. Right? Who said you're the only one who can pause? Ooh, scary. Scary. Don't you hate walking? I mean, if I'm gonna be stealing money, then it's totally fine. Okay. All right. So that was Would You Rather. And then we did the complete each other's sentences. You know, the way I balance these games, I don't know if you noticed, but the games are literally just 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to answer. You have 30 seconds to answer. They really were balanced so that the game would last for an hour, maybe a bit more. So I don't know what happened to us, wherein it lasted 2 hours and 30 minutes. I don't know what happened. Gerard happened with his letter writing. I was looking at the Google spreadsheet and watching Gerard like type in his answers, and he really was taking so very long. It was taking so long. And then all he typed was, you know what he typed. Let's go back to the letter, actually. Where is the letter? Let's go read the letter again that they made. Oh, I need to open... Where's the letter? Downloads. Was it downloads? No. It's in help. Stream assets, star shipping. And love letter 1. So yeah, I just took these letters from the internet. I just found some letters here and there and just like copy pasted them. Copy pasted the different lines into each other to make a new letter. But this is, as a recap, this is Gerard and Shinri's letter. Okay? My dearest Shinri, I have been meaning to tell you this since the moment I first saw you crying near the apartment. My heart felt like a newborn running through a field of face. What do you mean? Running through a field of face. I tried to play it cool by wallowing casually, but I think you noticed because you gave me a look that said, you know, the word. I want you to know that you are the 14th person I have ever met, and your ing is genuinely breathtaking. You are the 14th person I have ever met. If you feel the same way, please respond by breakdancing twice. I will be waiting by the effing. Yours, the sweatiest and stinkiest, your secret cabinet. Yeah, I actually think the Mad Libs love letter section, you know, the game initially started with the Would You Rather segment, but the love letter Mad Libs was the main event, I think. I knew this was going to be crazy. The love letter Mad Libs. So, thank you, Internet, for giving me the idea of Mad Libs, but with love letters. Yeah, those two games. It's Director's Cut and the Love Letter Mad Libs. Those two games next to each other. They were the main event, and they were just kind of like banked on both on the beginning and the last by these would you rather type questions. Yeah. So I don't know what happened here. Actually, Gerard typed one more actually after the cabinet. It's keyboard. So maybe what he meant here was, I will be waiting by the cabinet. Yours, the sweatiest and stinkiest, your secret keyboard. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Gerard's brain. This is what he wrote. And this is their love letter. Megalodon. How was it said? Megalodon. Megalodon? Megalodon? Megalodon. 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 Just typing out all the words he knew. He only knows 14 people and only knows 4 words. Megalodon. 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 Yeah. Then Altair was like, is now a good time to say that it's Megalodon? I was like, no! 2 hours ago was the best time to say it's a Megalodon. Let's check out the love letter number 2. Love letter number 2 was made by Haka and Beryl. So Haka and Beryl. No, this was Crimson Blues. Crimson Blues. Letter number 2. This one is the verbose. The verbose letter. To the one who has upended my entire bloodline. Wow. Wow. I can no longer hide what I feel. Every time you enter the room, I experience a flutter sensation in my buttocks. You can clearly tell which words were by Ruse and which words were by Altair. Here. A flutter sensation in my buttocks that can only be described as serendipity. Scientists have yet to name it. It's already there, serendipity. I once tried to forget you by taking up journaling, but it only made things worse. I thought about you the entire time I was massaging my heart. Aww. It was an elating experience. I am prepared to fight endless enemies for you. I own a Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider. Insane. They just have like that Dorito aircraft. And I am not afraid to use it. Enamored and desperately yours, Pookie Bear. This was a great letter, actually. They did well. The letter made sense. It was good. And it's, most importantly, it's safe for stream. Pookie Bear at the end. Pookie Bear. Yeah, I actually like that letter. Pretty cool, especially the Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider jet. Oh, this was actually pretty cool too. I love this one by Betel and Haka. I will keep this brief because if I say too much, I will bust. I will bust. You have a snail shell that makes me want to abandon everything I own and start over. That is not normal. I know that. I have accepted it. When we were twerking together last night at the baby shower, this is a crazy letter. It's like, here's a spectrum of the letters. You got Shinri and Gerard's over here on the complete left. Then you have Crimson Blues' letter in the middle. And then you have this letter in the complete right. On the left, not a lot of words. Just a bunch of, effing. Then on the right, a lot of words actually. But it's like snail shell, twerking, night at the baby shower, Church of the Vatican. And then in the middle is just a nice letter. That's kind of moving towards the right rather than the left. It's more right leaning rather than left leaning. Okay. So the letter again. I'll keep this brief because if I say too much, I will bust. You have a snail shell that makes me want to abandon everything I own and start over. That is not normal. I know that. I have accepted it. When we were twerking together last night at the baby shower, I had to excuse myself because I could feel myself becoming extremely violent in real time. I went to the Church of the Vatican and howled for at least 3 minutes to calm down. It did not work. I am asking you respectfully and with full pneumo-ultramicroscopic silicon volcanoconiosis to please stop being so emotionally unavailable, or don't. Actually, don't. Unfortunately, yours, the Pope from Ghost. P.S. Your hook hand is doing something gnarly, and I need you to know that I noticed. Unfortunately yours. It's great. Unfortunately yours, the Pope from Ghost. It's like Betel's entries are unhinged, but they're kind of classy, right? You got unfortunately yours. You got pneumo-ultramicroscopic silicon volcanoconiosis, right? You got abandon. What else is here? What else did he add? Howled or something, right? Then Haka. Haka's one is unhinged as well in another direction. You got snail shell. You got Pope from Ghost. You got Church of the Vatican. Night at the baby shower. Like, huh? Okay. So, yeah. Great letters. They did well. They did extremely well. And, having Gerard do his bull crap, adds flavor to the stream. So they did well as well. How bad do you think? Oh, God. Oh, God. How bad would Axel's letter have been? Oh, no. It's going to be LeBron James. He's now going to have... And he dropped 83 points and said Kobe. And dick and balls. Yep. Dick and balls. Oh no. Maybe it is a blessing in disguise. Axel wasn't available. Maybe. And then after that, we had the director's cut. Yeah. Director's cut was really fun as well. Right? And I like how when I gave the rules for director's cut, I just said I will give you a scenario, and then that's it. Just follow my instructions. I didn't say that there was going to be a cut. I didn't say there was going to be some new mechanic in between. I was just, this is the scenario. So, former lovers in high school attend a reunion in their 30s and they meet again after they feel lonely. Just have them play the scene just a little bit. But also remember, I wanted this to be like an hour-long stream. So that's why I had to like, God, I don't like it. God, I don't like it. And I knew that there's a bunch of Cupid's arrows that need to be done as well. So I knew that they were gonna be repeating, they're gonna be doing a new scene after this. So as much as I would have wanted them to just keep acting for like 5 minutes or something, we had to be like, cut. But yeah. And also, one of the things I remembered from my previous game show, Elysium Tensei, is that because of the way things are set up, there were moments where a few players were waiting so long and doing nothing, right? And I wanted to kind of solve that for this game in a way, so that there isn't a super long segment where you're just doing nothing and just watching. So I really needed to make the pacing a bit faster than I would have wanted. Just so, because you guys are enjoying for sure, because every minute is like new things and fun things. But if you're in the game and you're just waiting for your turn, it can get a little bit we're just right? So I kind of wanted to make the pacing faster for the players as well. So that was the scene. The first one, former lovers in high school attend a reunion 30s and the other one is a robot. The first one is a robot. I need to watch this again actually, because it's one of those segments where I really didn't understand most of what was going on. Because I was making sure, I had the cut ready, I had the scenario ready, I was copy pasting the scenarios in the text box in OBS. I could try and editing it into a movie with music and stuff. Yeah, I love it. Oh, hi, how are you? Hey. What's up? Then the next one was you meet at a bar and are sharing drinks together until one of you started whispering something romantic in their part. This was funny because this was the one where Bettel didn't quite understand the instruction. The instruction was Haka was gonna whisper a detailed conspiracy theory, and then Bettel was gonna react as if it's the most romantic thing ever. Instead, Bettel reacted as if he really believes in the conspiracy theory. And I was like, wait, this is pretty complex. What do you mean if Bettel hears something romantic, he's like, oh! A very interesting reaction to something romantic. It's like, oh, even the lemonade? Yeah, Bettel Haka very compatible. It might be because they're also both around the purple-pink spectrum. The next scene was a slow burn confession after years of unresolved tension, right? And it was super funny that it was supposed to be slow burn, but I knew what was gonna happen is Gerard is just gonna keep talking and not let Shinri get a turn. I knew it. And then the thing I realized here, a nature documentary. He's doing a nature documentary and you're confessing to him. That was fun. Shinri played that out. That was fun. It's like, no, the bears. I know you're shooting a documentary right now, but I really need to tell you how much I love you. no, this is my only shot. And then there were bear noises. Funny. And then, of course, the Cupid's arrow. The fact that Gerard and Shinri was able to make a completely new scenario out of that. Just, yeah, with the snow. When he did the pivot at the last minute, I was like, this is the moment to cut. Ooh, maybe I can turn this into a snuff film. Cut. Good thing that happened. It was actually quite pressuring to find a place to cut, because I could see you guys chatting and you guys were enjoying the scenes, and I was like, man, I need to cut this soon, but they're enjoying it. But whatever. Cut. Everyone else decided they were going to be the bears. Yeah. Then, this next one partner nursing the other back to health. Now, what's funny is that we didn't hear Gerard's moaning, Gerard's whimpering. We heard him do opera in the beginning. Like, the sick one is being extremely dramatic. Every symptom is described as if they're delivering the final words in an opera. And the caretaker must respond like a medical professional. We heard him for a bit. He was like, ah! Right? And then it cut out. I don't know why it's cutting out, honestly, with their mics. But even if we didn't hear it, we knew exactly what was going on. You could see his face. He was just like, you knew exactly what he's doing. He was like, he was whimpering. It probably peaked for him, yeah. Probably peaked. He probably had like Discord noise cancellation or something. And then Shinri, yes. Shinri was like, ooh, in your leg or something. We're gonna cut your leg. Honestly, I didn't hear much of what Shinri said. I heard bits here and there. I didn't know when to cut because he was really into it. It looked like he was really into it. Didn't know when to cut. Then Shinri was horror, yes. I need to watch it again. I need to rewatch the whole thing again. Coming home to a partner who has prepared a surprise romantic evening. Was Gerard really muted, or he just stayed quiet? Do you think he'd ever stay quiet? I don't think so. I don't think so. Brother would never stay quiet. Coming home to a partner who has prepared a surprise romantic evening. You're both in a romance, but one of you has received excited. This was so funny. This was so funny. For some reason, I could really feel Jennifer's excitement of what she received. What news she received. It's like, honey, I'm gonna get laid off in my job. I got fired. Oh my god, that's so... Oh, that's nice, honey. That's nice. Oh my god, that's so good. That was so good. They're so compatible. It's crazy. Why are they so compatible? The contrast was really good. True. We need to get a divorce. Oh wow, a divorce. Yes, honey, that's cool. That's nice. Then, guys, what was the other scenario? What was it? Oh, the Crimson Blue scenario was one in the airport. That one was unexpectedly, like, serious. The one at the airport. Running towards the airport. Stopping them from leaving. Like, what? That was one I was listening to. I was listening to it. And I didn't cut it because I was feeling it, you know? I was feeling, what would Rue say next? What will Altair say next? And then Altair had to cut it himself. Can we stop? This is awkward. But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed this part as well, the director's cut. And thank you, Octavio, for your big brain. Thank you, Octavio, for your big brain. Great game. Great game. One of the things for sure is that I kind of want to join. I kind of want to join these games. I want to see what's up. These games seem fun. And now we end it with a rapid fire round. And I guess I'm gonna answer the rapid fire round. The whole idea about rapid fire round is that you answer them and there's no explanation. No explanation. Okay. So I'm gonna answer it right now. Sweet or salty? Sweet. You gave up or they gave up? They gave up. Morning or evening? Morning. Confess first or wait to be confessed to? Wait to be confessed to. Jealous or unbothered? Unbothered. Grand gesture or quiet moment? Quiet moment. Be there first or be there last? Be there last. Die for them or live for them? Live for them. Know their body count or rather not know? Rather not know. Lights on or lights off? Lights on. Cupid's arrow. Opposite answers get... Okay. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. No, don't write that down. Don't write that down. So yeah, rapid fire. Thank you, boy Abunda. Thank you, boy Abunda. Abunda. Thank you, boy Abunda. For bro, I seriously, when I'm speaking in English and I need to speak anything that's South Elysian, it gets like overtaken by the English stuff. Boy Abunda. Boy Abunda. Boy Abunda. Thank you. Thank you for that. Boy Abunda. But yeah. Fun games. And then the end with the final plea. Just 1 minute of like, please, 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 please. And honestly, I didn't even know that was 1 minute. Right? Because I had the song here. The music. Here's the music. I'm playing it right now. Oh, you don't hear it. You don't hear it. Anyway, the music is playing. And the music itself is just 27 seconds. Right? And then I played it. And then the music was done after 27 seconds. And so I just had to feel when is the end of 1 minute of please. So I don't know if that was 1 minute. Less or more. I don't know. It felt like more though. So yeah, like I said earlier, the final plea was supposed to be in a stream a week later for the big night. And then damn. And then that's it. Then you win the flagship starship, and that's it. Cool. Yippee! But I hope you enjoyed all of the shenanigans that happened. You know, one of the things I really think that not really need, I guess, but one of the things I would like to have more for us is, you know, these shows, these group collab types of shows, whether they're game shows or not. You know, something that's not like a video game. I kind of want more of those. And like I told you, I'm not much of a Zatsu just chatting guy. And when Jellimane gave us like, so there's this like little document to say what is your direction? What kind of direction do you want to move into? And then he was like, you know, for example, there's music and stuff. And then there's like this other game that you did, Elysium Tensai, and that's more variety stuff. And then I told him outright, no, I don't really want to go in that type of direction, the variety show stuff. But also, in a way, I kind of just want more events like this. So if there aren't going to be events like this, then might as well just do one. Might as well just do one. And one of the things I regret about Elysium Tensai is that I didn't spend too much effort on the overlays and the whole setup of the stream, as well as the first one, Orb, right? Although I did spend more effort on Orb than Elysium Tensei, but Elysium Tensei, the overlays sucked and the production kind of, right? So I was like, for this one, I'm not just gonna do the production in like a day or a few days. I'm gonna do the production over weeks, so I can make sure that everything looks good, everything feels good, the flow is fine, the rules are good as well, and everything's not perfect, but something where you can feel that there's been more effort than usual put into it. And I'm super happy that I was reading the comments, reading the replies on Twitter, and your tweets that are untagged. I read them as well, and I'm glad that those were noticed, right? At the production was noticed. The quote at the start was one of my favorites. Starships were meant to fly by Mina. The J is H. Mina. My friend, Mina. So, cool. I just want to read some comments here, because that's one of the things we do now. Choco Milk Tea. Bloop. Upgraded member Sock Puppet, thank you for joining the Sock Puppets. Enjoy all the new T2 stuff. Thank you. Some comments here. Kimiko Melody, the hosting and the way the different scenes were set up were incredible. You can really see the amount of hard work that went into this. It was an absolute treat. Thank you, Octavio. Thank you, Mana-san. Thank you, HOLOSTARS. Thank you. Yeah, those comments really are like, whew, yes. Finally, I did like a good setup with all the It was a gnarly setup. I could have just had one just chatting screen and just played the whole game like that, but no. I just had to make different sized boxes for everything. Mokachin said, certified Fujoshi here. I love this stream's concept with my whole heart. Absolute banger. You also might have noticed that although it was called Star Shipping, right? I feel like for some people there might have been an expectation where it was gonna go hard into shipping. In the shipping, like couple shipping. But of course, the priority is also a game to make sure everyone is comfortable with it, right? Something that feels fun for everybody. And I told them, I know what the game sounds like with star shipping and stuff like that. And it's gonna be packaged as a Valentine's White Day stream. So there is a certain expectation, of course, for these types of streams. But all I want from you guys is to really just put your all into playing the game, and feel free to play up. If you want to play up the shipping side of it, right? Feel free. Do whatever you're comfortable with, right? So the games themselves aren't like heavy on, the romance and stuff. But if they wanted to play it up, then I told them, sure, do whatever you want to do. Whatever you think is right in the moment. But I didn't want to force them to really be like, to kiss each other right now, I didn't want to force them to do anything. And also, I wouldn't want to do it as well. I wouldn't want to kiss Gerard T. Rexford. Blech! He doesn't wash his legs. Okay. My chest hurts from laughing so loud. You came back from a break with a bang. The production was amazing. It almost feels like it was on the main channel. Hype for this original song. Hell yeah. You didn't, but they were kissing. They all did what they wanted to do. That was a fun game show. Congrats Crimson Blues on winning the game. It was really close between Jester Sist, but Ruse and Altair won anyway. Thank you, Octavio, for putting this together. Fun game show, and thank you, everybody else, for participating in the game. Jellymane for counting up the votes and keeping the score. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Whoa, Tamira? What? Upgraded to marionette? Tamira! Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I'm still gonna do the friendship bracelets. There was there was just a little delay, you know, but they're still gonna be done. I'm keeping track of all the marionettes and all the tiers and stuff. They're still gonna be done. But thank you so much, Tamira, for the marionette. I'm gonna keep putting you there over on the overlay for a longer time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. What other comments here? I'm glad everybody is also thanking like Jellymane and the Mane-sans for all the work that they do. That's good. Got some good laughs from the stream. I was painting and nearly got it everywhere. I love seeing game show type of streams, so I knew I would love this one, and I did. Thank you for all the hard work you guys put into this. Hoping to see more content like this. Yippee! HOLOSTARS, by far one of my new favorite streams. I love the energy everyone had and the amount of laughs brought to the table. Thank you for your hard work arranging all this together, Octavio. And shout out to Jellymane too. Everyone was a winner in my heart, but I can't wait for that new original song. Right. There was Scalacohai! Scalacohai, thank you so much for joining the Marionettes. Marionettes. Thank you. So mucho. Wow. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Another one. But yeah. So original song is gonna be made. What I would like to do is also have you kind of have ownership of the song. Not in terms of like, you know, you can do a copyright claim against me owning the song. But I would like to involve you in the production of the song. So I might do a stream soon of gathering ideas, at least from members, because you know I don't want to publicize immediately what the song is gonna be. But I'm gonna do a membership stream where we can just get some ideas here and there. You know, remember before we did like this project and I basically asked you for ideas. We took notes of what it will be and what it'll sound like and stuff like that. You know, we can do that again for this one. So you can also have like you know, ownership in a way of the song so that you can be invested in it too, right? So you know that when the song is finished, like you were there and you were part of the people that suggested this and that it would sound like this. But yeah, that's one of the things I would like to do, not just for that song, but for my music in general, is including you in the production itself, and not just you being a passive viewer, passive listener to the production, right? That's what I've been doing, trying to do as much as possible. But yeah, for this song, there's a stream that's gonna happen soon where I'm gonna get some ideas from you. Not because I don't have ideas of my own, right? Not because I want to steal your ideas, but just to involve you in the process. Any more comments here? Let's see. By Rio, thank you so much for setting this up, Maestro. The assets and games were so well planned and executed. The boys did so well. I had such a good laugh. Thank you and Jellymane for your hard work. This is definitely a VOD I'll go back to from time to time. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Leading up to the stream, I was a bit nervous. Because it's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a stream like this. And I feel like I do get nervous when I host something. I got nervous with Elysium Tensei. I got nervous with Orb. And because of course it's, you know, it needs to go well, right? Even if everybody is fine with just doing whatever and be like, yeah, we're just gonna have fun, don't worry, right? Even if I know I can rely on the boys to play things up, to keep everyone entertained, because you know they're all just great entertainers, every single one of them. can hold a room for multiple hours and be entertaining, right? You know, I still get nervous. And I remember I woke up that day at 2 a.m. I woke up at 2 a.m. because I still needed to do some prep and make sure that, you know, I practice each scene, and I practice like pressing this buttons on my Stream Deck and make sure everything's perfect. But I was nervous when I woke up 2 a.m. And I remember 2 a.m. I went into my mom's room, and I just kind of laid down on her bed, and I just basically asked her, like, just help me, guide me, please. You know, help me, guide me, and I'll do my best. And I just lay there for an hour. Then afterwards, I went to the studio and started working on it. So that's what I felt that day, and I'm super glad that the response to the show was amazing, was incredible, and yeah, I guess I can leave it at that for now. So thank you so much, everybody, for also being here in the post game stream, after party, after dark, debriefing, unbriefing. And for now, go ahead and pre-save Cold Blue. Cold Blue, as you may remember, is the song I made, the love song I made for Gavis Bettel as a result of the Holo Expo Batsu that I had from him. So this was the punishment, was to make an original song, and I made one. This is the complete song now. 5 minutes of it. This is the song that I basically bounced back and forth with the cover music team. You know, the cover music professionals, right? And remember, I said, yeah, I'm gonna be making this. It's just gonna be a normal YouTube upload, and you'll see it soon, right? But no, the cover team turned it into an official friggin' HoloLive, like HoloLive production release, right? So it's gonna be on Spotify, on Apple Music, and everything, like, you know, like a real song, like String Theology, you know. So please go and scan that QR code, or go check my Twitter for the link to pre-save. You know, it's important. The pre-save here is important because that's really the thing that signals, you know, these algorithms to push it, right? So pre-save, and when it's out, remember to save it, add it to your library, add it to your playlist as well, and not just stream it. And also, what I'm going to be announcing today as well is that there is going to be a sort of lyric video / visualizer for Cold Blue that's going to be uploaded on YouTube. So, you know, if you want to listen to it, you can, if you want to see the lyrics and stuff, it's going to have one of those. A music video / visualizer / lyric video for it. And the waiting room is gonna show up around now. The waiting room is up. Yippee! Waiting room. Is it up? Yes, it's up. The thumbnail has not been updated for some reason. It's gonna update with a thumbnail, don't worry. It's gonna be updated with a thumbnail. But for some reason, thumbnail didn't show up. But we'll keep it at that for now. You know, it's a little teaser into what's gonna look like. I'm gonna post the waiting room over here. Where is it? In the pop-out chat. There it is. Cold Blue MV waiting room. I can't pin it for some reason. Oh, it's because of my overlay thing. But Alex, thank you so much for joining the Marionettes. Thank you. Alex, Marionette, holy crap. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. I think I missed a lot of it. Why is the thumbnail dude with a TV as a head? Well, the thumbnail hasn't been updated, so that's not the actual thumbnail. You're seeing something that's not the thumbnail. Don't worry about it. But thank you so much for joining Marionettes. Thank you. But also, like I said, every release that I'm gonna have is gonna be like a big event. Okay? So tomorrow for T4 members, you're going to have an early access red carpet premiere of the Cold Blue music video. You're gonna see it first before everyone else. It's gonna be an event. We're not just gonna watch it together. We're also going to talk about it. I'm gonna show you some behind the scenes of how it was made. I'm gonna show you the stems and some of the vocals. Like, what I hope I'll be able to show you like the raw vocals as well. But yeah, it's just gonna be a little event to show you the things behind the scenes, okay? All right. But of course, we're also gonna do a post-release stream, which is gonna be public, so we can also talk about stuff like that afterwards. Tellus, thank you much for joining Marionette as well. Thank you. What happened today? What's going on? Do you just really like seeing your name? What? Seeing your names on screen? Another one. Mind you, you don't need Marionette to be able to join the Cold Blue premiere, okay? But thank you either way. Thank you so much for all the Marionettes and all the support and, you know, even just watching and listening to my music. OPALITE over here. OPALITE as well. Okay? Also, I'm going to be doing a little post in the future because, you know, because of my month-long break, I was able to think more about where I want to go with this, with the channel and with my branding and everything. I think it's now clearer now to me completely. So I'm going to be doing a post about that soon. So look forward to that. And I think it'll be pretty interesting. You know, I mean, you don't really have to do anything. You just, all I ask is that, you know, you continue supporting us. But for me, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a change in both thinking and what type of content I release in the future. I was able to think about that because of my 1 month long break. I was able to get some perspective and be able to think more about what I want to be, where I want to take things in the future, you know, what I want to be when I grow up. Right? Alex, thanks so much for the super chat. I just like supporting you. That's why. Thank you. And I like doing things for all of you that you can have fun with, because the world is crazy right now. So many things are awful. So even if just for a few hours every day we can all just have fun and forget about it, then that's perfect. And that's like absolute cinema. God, I love the Rebo cap so much. Thank you. God, I love the Rebo cap. It's so good. It's so good and it's so cheap. Look at that. Look at me. I keep moving. Francis Karaos, thank you so much for the sock puppet. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Enjoy your perks. Thank you. Absolute cinema. But yeah, all right. But I think that's it for me. I'm going to be... wow, I have the rest of the day to do things. A lot of things. All right. But thank you, everybody. And I think that's it for me. And let's see each other again and again until infinity. Goodbye. Woo, where's my outro scene? Where's my outro? How do I say goodbye without... Goodbye!
Just kidding, let me control you.